One man ran the biggest lie in Wall Street history, $65 billion, and almost nobody checked. Bernie Madoff started in 1960 with $5,000 saved from lifeguarding and installing garden sprinklers. His trading firm was real and respected. He even became chairman of the Nasdaq stock exchange. But inside his Manhattan tower, one locked floor held a secret. The 17th floor. Upstairs, real traders shouted at screens. Downstairs, a tiny crew printed fake statements on ancient printers. The investment business was a Ponzi scheme. New investors' money paid the old investors. Nothing was invested. In court, he admitted it. No stocks were ever bought. Not one trade in nearly 20 years. 4,800 accounts, retirees, schools, charities, movie stars, all holding statements worth exactly nothing. So how do you fool the smartest money on earth? Simple. You make the lie boring. Madoff promised no jackpots, just 10 to 12% every single year in any market, smooth and steady. He claimed a complex option strategy too clever to explain. Ask too many questions, he returned your money. That was the genius. He turned people away. Investors begged to get in. Exclusivity did the selling. Country clubs whispered his name. Feeder funds shoveled billions in and took fat fees. The statements looked perfect. In 174 months, he reported only 7 months of losses. In 1999, a Boston analyst named Harry Markopolos checked the math. It took him 5 minutes. The numbers were impossible. Madoff claimed to trade more options than the entire market even contained. Markopolos warned regulators in 2000, 2001, and 2005, again and again and again. His memo had a title, "The World's Largest Hedge Fund is a Fraud." Regulators looked away. Then came 2008. Markets crashed. Terrified investors wanted out. $7 billion in withdrawal requests. Madoff had barely a fraction of that left. The music was stopping. The lie was out of cash. December 10th, 2008. He confessed to his own sons, his words, one big lie. The sons called a lawyer. The lawyer called the authorities. Agents knocked on his door the next morning. An agent asked if there was an innocent explanation. Madoff answered quietly, "There is no innocent explanation." 65 billion paper dollars vanished overnight. Real cash losses around 18 billion. The human cost uncountable. Charities closed their doors. Elie Wiesel's foundation lost everything. Retirees went back to work in their 70s. Madoff pleaded guilty to 11 felonies. No trial, no deal. The sentence, 150 years. The judge called the fraud extraordinarily evil. The courtroom applauded. Madoff was 71 years old. A court trustee spent years clawing the money back. Nearly $15 billion recovered, dollar by dollar. Madoff died in prison in 2021, 12 years into a 150-year sentence. The biggest fraud in history needed only 2 things: total trust and nobody checking. File closed.